Hello my friends, my name is Avalon and today I have a very exciting video planned for us. We are going to be participating in the Influenced Challenge. This challenge has been created by Rose and Dove. So thank you Magda for coming up with the cutest and funnest crochet challenge idea. For this challenge, we will be leaning into being influenced, which is really fun because we're going to be trying out some new patterns. I also saw that Nooks Hooks did this challenge and it was a really fun video, so I totally recommend you checking her out. It was a really fun watch if you want to see more cute creations. I came across a few patterns that I have been definitely influenced. These are actually patterns that I've been wanting to make for a while, but I just haven't set aside the time to. So this is going to be so exciting to set aside some time and to make some of these really cute creations. So the first plushie that I want to make is this rainbow toucan. Are you kidding me? I keep seeing a lot of birds on Instagram. I don't know if I just got sucked into a bird genre of plushies, but I've been seeing so many cute birds, especially by this creator. Their name is Tangled Acorn and I purchased the pattern. So we are going to be making our own little rainbow toucan. And for this toucan, I was thinking it would be fun if we maybe did a little bit of yarn mixing. Want to use some Feels Like Bliss for the body of the toucan, and then I'm thinking maybe we'll use some velvet yarn. So let's go ahead and let's get looking at yarn. Oh, and also this is a really wonderful break from making bumblebees. As you can see, I've been very busy making fuzzy bumblebees to sell. Behind the bumblebees, what I'm thinking is we could do some velvet yarn potentially. This is about the same weight as Feels Like Bliss. Here's my Feels Like Bliss. Obviously I've been using a lot of it, so it's looking a little sparse here. I recently bought some, I just need to fill it in. Look at this toucan. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. I'm actually slightly afraid of birds. So I know they used blue for their toucan's body, which I think is really nice, but I think I'm going to use black or slate, I guess it is. It's more of a charcoal shade. Let's go ahead and jump right in to crocheting. There's a lot of color changes, so I may have made this too tight. He's being pulled like this. It's not great. Don't worry, we can fix it. It's not as pinched now, so I feel like that's good. We need to add some eyeballs though. I think we go with the 9mm, even though, oh, look how dainty. Okay, so here's the thing, is I started to make the pastel beak, and listen, it is cute, but I'm almost kind of thinking that I don't want to do the pastel one now. I just think I don't like it that much. Okay, here, let me show you though. So it'll be sewn onto his little face. And yes, it's cute, but I almost think that it doesn't suit him. I changed my mind. I don't want these pastel colors. I want to do colors like that. I like that. It's not going to be the exact same colors. We are still going to do the velvet. Here is our colors. This velvet yarn is shedding so bad. This is Premier Retro Velvet, and I'm trying to use up all of it because Premier, I don't think even sells retro velvet anymore. Look how cute he is. Look at this little bird. He's so stinking cute. And his huge little nose, and look at his little feetums. I am in love with him. He is so stinking adorable. I don't know, we could have done the pastel yarn. It didn't fit the vibe that I wanted. Yeah, it's also just a pretty simple pattern. Oh, and I thought that the way that created this little tail bump, ingenious. I've never tried doing a bump out like this, but honestly it has inspired me. It was a really cool technique that they used. Now it is time for us to move on to the next pattern that I've been influenced to try out. This one that I'm going to show you is made by Y2K Crochet. This is not her pattern though. This pattern is of this little puppy, and this puppy pattern is by Squared Creations, but I came across this pattern from Y2K. Let me just mention, I'm a dog groomer. If you don't know, I've mentioned it in other videos, but I figure I'll just mention it here too. But yeah, so I have this dog that I groomed for a really long time. I've been working with dogs for over 10 years now, and this dog I knew for the majority of that time, but they recently passed away. And so I saw this pattern and it really reminds me of him. So I thought it'd be cute to make a little Cocker Spaniel, kind of in like remembrance of him. When working with dogs, there's some that like come into the shop and they're like, I don't like grooming. But they have to get their groom, you know, because it helps keep their fur healthy and everything, and keep them healthy and keep their skin healthy. But Rocco, when he came in, he always would come like running right up to me. And even when I'd walk over to like the other side of the shop and stuff, Rocco would like he'd like follow me around. He was a good boy. All right, I don't want to talk about it anymore because now I'm gonna get sad. I'm about to make myself sad. But yeah, let's go ahead and make this little Cocker Spaniel. And I think it's gonna be really cute. I did grab the Parfait Chunky like I said I would, but I'm thinking I'm also going to use Little Bunny for his ears, because his ears used to always be like fluffy, like I'd leave them a little bit more fluffy. So I think that'll really suit him. Little embroidery next to the eye to help it pop a little bit. We have officially gotten the pattern. Desk is clean and we are ready to begin. Ooh, it looks like we're starting with the ears. So we're gonna start out with fluffy yarn. I am not that good at using Little Bunny, but pretty soon here we're gonna be using a lot of Little Bunny. That's a hint to an upcoming video. You would think that I'd be better at using Little Bunny because I use Feels Like Bliss, but they feel very different. And I feel like I'm not as good at feeling for my stitches with Little Bunny yarn, but it's okay. The ears are only 4 rows. You know, there's not a lot of time for me to mess up. So wish me luck. I'm going to try my best. He's adorable. Look at the little eye. He's got a little tail in the back, and I know it's hard to see, but his ears are fluffy. This is another one done. I am in love with this little guy. He did take longer than I thought, especially for his size. Like, he's pretty small. It took longer than I thought, but that's usually how it goes when you're trying out a pattern for the first time. It usually takes a little longer just to get like familiar with it and stuff. So I'm sure the next time I were to make one, it wouldn't take as long. Here's all of our plushies so far. Now it's time to move on to our next one. The next pattern I've been influenced to buy is Dinosaur. You see this? It's so stinking cute. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this dinosaur. This one is made by Pringy Pal Crochet, but the pattern is by Jenny Loopy Doo. There we go. We have Danny the dinosaur pattern now. So we are going to make a beige dino. Oh yeah, and I'll do this blue. You know what's really fun about doing this too is that all of these designers so far I've never purchased a pattern from, which is honestly a shame. I'm now a fan of each of these designers. So I just finished up making this little dino. Let me show you them. Look at the rainbow kind of going down the back. Here's a close-up on my embroidery on the face. Like, are you kidding me? The other two patterns were probably closer to intermediate, but this one definitely is, I think, the most simple. Super duper easy to follow. And great description and all that. So moving along, we are just going to be doing one more plushie. And this last one, I think you guys may like. You've probably even seen it before. At least I know I have seen it a decent amount. Inspiration came from Crochet by Jenna. It is not one of her patterns, but it is a plushie that she made in a video. And I've been thinking about it since she made it. So I've definitely been influenced to try out this pattern. This is the pattern. Oh my gosh, she has a 40% sale right now. So what luck. It only costs $3.81. Made by Jody from. You jumped up to say hey, Spice Man? I have the pattern downloaded and we are all set to go. The designer's name is Handmade by Jody. Pattern is called the Diddy Dex, the palm-sized snuggler. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's crochet. All right, so I'm having a change of plans. So I started to get this dragon going, but I wanted to use some sinker eyes. I just thought it would look really cute. These eyes are basically ginormous for this tiny, tiny head. It's not working out. What I think we're going to do instead, we're still gonna make a dragon, but I think we're going to use Parfait Chunky instead. And we already picked out our colors, right? So I'm thinking, let's just go with the same colors, but in Parfait Chunky, because I really want to use some sinker eyes for the dragon. Pink, and this is like a purple. These are very pastel. All right, let's restart. So I got tired last night, so I went to bed. But right now, let me show you what we have going on. We have this tiny dragon head. Like, are you kidding me? That's so cute. And then I have the body. So his head's gonna be kind of like that. Oh gosh. And then I have two of his legs finished. Okay, so I need to make two more legs. Then we need to sew everything together and then surface crochet a line down the back. So we are nearly done with this one. And I'm going to be doing the wings. Oh, I forgot about the wings. I said the legs and the line down the back. But no, he also needs wings because he's a dragon. But I'm going to do the wings in this pink color. I think it's going to be really pretty. So we'll be doing that. Let's go ahead and just jump into crocheting. Also, do you like my hoodie? This is actually my husband's. He grabbed this on a trip really recently, and I'm just borrowing it for a little bit. I finished the last one. It's right behind me. She is so precious. Her eyes match her wings with the pink. And here's the back. This pattern took me a little while to make, and a part of it was because it has a lot of sewing. Basically every piece that you make, besides crocheting into the surface to make this like line down the back. When I make it again in the future, I would probably incorporate some no-sew techniques, like adding things in the round and stuff. But I do think the pattern was really good. I think it was very easy to follow along with. I feel like we tested out a really good bunch of patterns. All of these are really good, and I love supporting other like crocheters and creators in general. So look at our little 4 friends. They are so adorable. You still cannot see this Cocker Spaniel on camera at all. Thank you, Rose and Dove, for coming up with this idea. It was so much fun making all of these different plushies and being inspired by others. It felt really good to make all of these plushies. It kind of reminded me of early on when I was first learning how to crochet and I was just finding inspiration online and following other creators' patterns. I still do that, but I've been making so many bumblebees and I've been working on some new patterns, so I haven't been able to set aside much time to try out some new patterns. So this was really, really fun to try out these new plushies. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching and I love you guys. Happy crocheting and bye.
Did you think the video was over? Normally it would be, but I just want to talk to you guys real quick because yesterday was the Arnie Awards, and while I did not win, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for nominating me, and I just feel my heart is like so full right now because I saw you guys in the comments and stuff. Seeing you guys like show up for me was just like amazing. So I just want to say thank you so much for that. I have such a wonderful community. I am so, so grateful for the crochet community. Like it means so, so much to me. And you guys mean so much to me. So yeah, I am excited to keep creating, and who knows? Maybe I'll get nominated again next year. We can try to win next year. Latina Crochets won, and I think that she had a really great message to share. I just wanted to share that with you guys real quick and let you guys know that I love you. I love you guys so much. And until next time, I'll see you guys next week.